Hey guys, how are you doing? So, today I will be discussing a really important issue that my family has felt personally because my dad is trying to apply for his visa to come to the UK to attend my graduation in July, and he's made his application all the way back in April and he still hasn't got his visa. So, this is something that was really concerning my family, and that's why I thought I should make a video update on it for all of you out there. So, if you would like to know more about this, please watch this video to the end. Now, as you are aware that the UK visa home office is taking even longer to process applications from all over the world. And if you are from India, you would be even more worried because applications from India are taking much longer than what they used to take. So in today's video, I will be sharing some reasons of why these delays are happening and what are the tips that you could use to possibly get your visa applications processed faster. So let's get right to it. So firstly, just coming down to what are the current processing times. Now, if you apply for general work visas and the visas that would take really about 2 to 3 weeks are now taking more than 6 weeks to come through. Tourist visas, which would take nearly about 4 to 6 weeks, maximum to come through via the post, are now taking more than 9 to 10 weeks, and that is the minimum time. So it's taking even more longer than that. And family visas that used to take about 12 to 13 weeks to arrive by post are now taking anywhere between 6 to 24 weeks. So as you can see, the time scales for all of the visas have just increased exponentially. And like I said, my dad applied for his visa all the way in April and he still hasn't heard back from them, and it's June at the moment. So you've seen that it's almost more than 6 weeks at this point of time, and we still haven't had any head no tail about our visa. So we are really concerned about it. So just in terms of why are these delays happening and why is the UK Home Office taking all of this extra time to process these visas? So one of the primary reasons for this is the war between Ukraine and Russia. So as you are aware, there are many Ukrainian refugees who are migrating to other countries, and many of them are also traveling to UK. So the UK Home Office is actually trying to process their visas faster so that they can get a refugee status to come within the UK. But that means that all of the other visas, including student visas, work visas, and tourist visas, have taken the back seat for a moment, which is why these processing times are looking much longer than what they used to in the past. Now, I understand that this can be a really stressful situation for all of you out there. For example, if you are a student and if you have a certain fixed date to join the university, you are concerned about how you are going to make it. Or if you are applying for a work visa, you know that you can apply for a work visa only 3 months in advance to your starting date on the course. So you are really concerned about whether you will get your visa within 3 months. And if you are a tourist, then it's even more trickier because you cannot book a flight unless you have your visa. And if you wait for your flight tickets, it's just going to be more expensive in the end. So I'm just going to share 6 tips that I think would be really helpful for you while you start dealing with this visa situation and know more about how you can tackle it. So the first thing I would recommend is do not book your flight tickets. So I understand that if you wait for your flight tickets till the end, until you wait for your visa to arrive and then book your flight tickets, it's going to be way expensive than what it is right now. But the problem is because we have no understanding of what the visa processing times are looking like, we will not be able to judge whether the visa is going to come today or it's going to come a month from now. And if you've booked your flight tickets and say the visa does not arrive, you are not going to get any refund on your flight tickets. In fact, you will lose all of that money and you will then have to book another flight ticket, which is going to be double the expense for you. So my recommendation is that you do not book your flight tickets until your visa arrives. Now, I understand that this can be a little hard and it's going to be a little expensive for your pocket, especially when you're trying to book your flight tickets once your visa arrives. But if you book your flight tickets in advance and the visa does not arrive, you will be wasting twice the amount. So my recommendation is do not book your flight tickets until your visa arrives. So now the second thing that I want to share with all of y'all is that if y'all have already booked your visa, completed your biometrics, and have still not received no word from the visa office and are getting concerned about it, you are worried about why is your visa not processed, which stage of the application is your visa in, and what can you do to facilitate it moving forward. Or even if there is some issue in your visa and you're concerned about it, do not panic. I'm just going to leave the link for one of these numbers that are paid services by the UK Home Offices. Now, I understand that they are paid, but what will happen is once you connect with them, you will be able to understand exactly where your visa is in terms of where it is stuck in the process and how much longer it would typically take. And personally, I think that if you are really in a panic situation, if you're worried, if it is an emergency situation and you would really want to know more about it, definitely call one of these numbers and get some clarity on the situation so that your mind is at ease. Now, many of y'all are also concerned regarding, oh, if my visa is delayed, does that mean that my application is rejected? So I would like to assure you that unless you have made some error in your application, or unless you're confident that something in your application is incorrect, please do not assume that your application is being delayed because it is rejected. Because like I've explained before, this entire situation is arising all because of the Russia-Ukraine war, and because the Home Office has decided to prioritize the Ukrainians' visas. So it's not because your application is wrong. It's not because there's something wrong with your application. So please do not stress with it. Do not panic. Be calm. So it's highly unlikely that your application is going to be rejected just because it's taking a long time for it to arrive. So my advice is just be calm and just stay calmly while you are waiting for your visas. Now, another concern that many of y'all are really worried about is, Nikita, one of my colleges have this as my particular start date, or my work course is saying that I have to start working by so and so date and my visa has not yet arrived. So what can I do in this particular situation? Well, the answer is simple. What I would want you all to do is contact your particular university or college or your workplace and inform them about the current situation. Inform them that you have applied for the visa but have not heard back from the Home Office, and there are many delays within the visa processing times. Now, once you've informed them, you can try and request them for an extension in your start date so that you can start your work or your university at a later date. And in the meanwhile, you can also request them if they would be able to give you the opportunity, or they would be able to assist you with working remotely or attending college remotely in the meanwhile, just so that you can begin your work or university while you are waiting for your visa to be processed. Now, another recommendation that I would have is consider getting a priority visa service. Now, I understand that a priority visa service can be more expensive, but it claims that it will try to process your visas within 5 days. And from what I've heard, that the priority visa service is still processing visas within 1 or 2 days once you've completed your biometrics. So there are some VFS offices that actually provide the priority visa service. And I would recommend that if you are in an urgent situation and want your visa immediately, you should try and apply for the priority service, especially if you can and if you have the finances to support it. But another word of caution about this is that you cannot change into the priority service once you've already completed your biometrics or booked your visa appointment. So if you are interested in the priority service, my recommendation would be to get in touch with this or check it on the online website before you make an application and before you book an appointment at the VFS offices. So another recommendation that I have, and this is just a suggestion that I want to put out there, is that you can cancel your application at the VFS office if you have not already submitted your biometrics. Now, if you do this, you will be eligible for some refund or the entire refund for your application fees that you would have submitted during the time of application. Now, one of the reasons to do this is obviously that you are now more aware about the entire situation regarding delays in visas and would like to modify your plans or would try to push it for a later date. And if this is the case and you have booked an appointment, you can definitely cancel this appointment and possibly get a refund on your money. But if you have completed your biometrics and are just awaiting the results for your visa application, I am sorry, this is no longer an option for you. And I would just say that please wait patiently while the UK Home Office processes your visa. So that's it for today's video, and I hope you really found it helpful. And if you did, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button for my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. But if you have any other questions or would like to know more about other people's visa processing times, please leave your questions in the comment section below. And I know that we have developed a really good community on YouTube who actually respond to other people's queries as well. So I'm sure that if others are in the same situation as you, they will respond to you. But that's it, you guys. Take care. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.